All right, hello. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We are live. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, and we're here to do our first episode of a little mini-series we're doing on this channel, And What About You? And the premise is I want those of us who are here with us tonight to share each other's interests and each other's tastes. And we're starting with the question that is down on the bottom here. What kind of music are you listening to? We're going to share throughout this week of shows. There are 3 of them. The next one is on Friday, and the final one is on Monday. We'll be asking various questions like, what kind of music are you listening to? The following night is going to be, the Friday is going to be, what kind of movies or TV shows are you watching? And the last one is, what kind of books are you reading? So I'm genuinely excited to hear what your taste is, and don't say me, for tonight. We're here to discover something new for people. And remember, if you like today's show, please leave a like on the video and share it with your Facebook friends or your followers on Twitter or whatever social media site you're coming from. It's always great to have you here. Once again, my name is Kyle Hencherek, coming to you from Warwick, New York. Again, this is today's question. What kind of music are you listening to? I look forward to hearing your answers. I see you dancing there, but there's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, but breathing in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me, let it run free. There is no shame, feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive, feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, but now just let it flow from your depths into mine. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, we're breathing in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance, into the soundtrack of your life. Just so you know, if the tension ever grows, come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thanks for tuning in again. That was one of my tunes called Wind Song off my first album. We're going to do a couple more and let some of the some of the answers come in, and maybe after song number 3, we'll take a good look at them and see what you guys have answered. But in the meantime, I'll play a new song for you. This song is called Heaven on Two Wheels. A straight and narrow country road, green and gravel, all that's seen, sky of blue and homes of white, clearings few and far between, a pedal steady as a glide, a balance learned from long ago, generations passed it down, hard and fast or soft and slow. Very few can break this seal, it's just you and this heaven on two wheels, heaven on two wheels. Wind blows by a chiseled face, salt and pepper on your head, young with just a touch of old, shows the life with which you led. The soulful song you carried on was only ever sung by you, the passers-by where motors run, I'm guessing less than 62. Many pass your steady heels, but one will touch your heaven on two wheels, your heaven on two wheels. Cell phone rings, 4 wheels fly past the low speed limit sign. It looks away for just a touch, but luck ain't on your side this time. The crunch of metal, skin and bone breaks the silence of your way. The dust, it settles back to earth, your blood settles in the clay. Your soul weaves right by this field, and you climb up to heaven on two wheels, to heaven on two wheels. A broken family split for good, gave no chance to mend your home. And Friday nights are not the same without the voice you made your own. But we remember all the times you bared your soul for us to hear, and for me you gave the world through your words and through your cheers. So let your spirit be revealed each time I ride my heaven on two wheels, my heaven on two wheels, my heaven on two wheels, my heaven on two wheels. All right, thanks again. That was Heaven on Two Wheels. I'll do one more, and then we'll look at some of the answers you guys put in the chat. Once again, our question down at the bottom left is, what kind of music are you listening to? What kind of taste have you acquired recently and have found yourself spending a lot of time listening to? I'm curious to see what you guys have answered. I do have my own answer too, and I'll explain that a little later on in the show. But in the meantime, keep the show moving now with a song called Think of Me. Ah, the good old days when life was big and wonderful, and love was just a silly game for two. We could run and play and spend our hours together, with no one else around but me and you. But I still see your silhouette beneath the fog, though the window of the quarterback's car. My broken heart could only watch as he took you and branded you your first lover's scar. Now it's all these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. Do you ever think of all the times we'd look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? Now when he came along, he swept me off my feet. I should have known the trouble he would lead me in. We would talk for a little while, then he'd just sit back and smile. A sweet talker's words can crawl under my skin. Then one night I let it happen. I had known what I had done. Behind your back, right in front of you, we couldn't last too long. Do you ever think of all the times we look up at the stars, or our evenings at the cafe Watershed? Do you remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, or the endless nights just talking on your bed? Our youth and our simplicity. Do you ever think of me? Well, I can't count the times that I have said I'm sorry to you in my mind, but I never got the chance to say I love you. Just one time. Now it's all these years later, and the quarterback's long gone. I'm still alone in this little house, but I'm singing our old song. 'Cause I always think of all the times we look up at the stars, and our evenings at the cafe Watershed. I remember when we used to race out to the willow tree, and all the endless nights just talking on my bed. I love you and I miss you, and I still think of you. Do you ever think of me? All right, thanks again. That was Think of Me. Now is a good time to take a look at the chat and see if you guys have come up with any answers to our question, what kind of music you listening to. I see Joe Aiken is here with us tonight, listening to Allman Brothers lately. Older the better. That's fair enough. I'm not a huge Allman Brothers fan, but I do respect what they have done, for certain. And let's see. My mom had a question, had an answer as well. I don't do new. I like Bruce, 70s stuff, and you. I said not to mention me. That included you, Mom. But yeah, Bruce Springsteen, 1970s, always great music always good music to listen to. Mine is my choice, which I'll be mentioning a little later, is also a newer, an older artist for certain from the 1970s. But in the meantime, let's keep the show moving along. What do we got here? Kathy Kobolars is with us. 70s stuff and David Haas. Shouldn't be. David Haas is kind of a touchy subject for some of us. Also said John Denver, which is also great. Of course, it's always good. Always good. I'll continue on with the music a little bit. This next song is called Ember. I can't sleep tonight. There's 1,000 fireflies. Tomorrow fears it might. Glowing yellow stain my eyes. It occurs to me, more so than I wish to say, the pain of which I sing, built up longer than today. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. I work through the day. In the moment I ignore, I collect my pay, but I won't return for more. With my inner strife on this filter system too, I can't live my life at a wall I can't break through. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. When the moon is new, or the cover clouds my stay, that's when I must escape. There's only so much I can take. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. But I can't move tonight. All right, thanks again. That was Ember. I'll do another original song here. I see Twigs has joined us. Thanks very much for joining us, man. In case you missed it, Twigs, we do have a question we're bringing out to those of us who are watching the stream tonight, and that is, what kind of music are you listening to? I am curious to know what kind of extracurricular activities you're doing in terms of listening to music when we're not in stream together. So please let me know, and don't list me, please. This is about discovering new people. That's what I want to do tonight. So see what we got for today. In the meantime, more original stuff for you. This is A Strong Man Can. Broke my heart and tossed it away for somebody new. The sweet talking ways, and here I thought you were here to stay. So what went wrong, or do I just not see? Was I not enough for you to be pleased? Were you just tired of the same old me? Does it matter now? I'm clinging to your picture, a dream of holding you. I wake up cold and empty, continue sad and blue. I've done my share of crying, I've done my share of holding out. Tonight I'm moving on, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. Wearing my tie and some nice cologne, I walk out that door, my will like stone. I spent enough of my time alone. I gotta shake this feeling of dread spinning around inside my head. It makes me sick, I feel like I'm dead. I wanna feel alive, I must pick up the pieces. That was my shattered heart, it's gonna take forever, so I better start. I'll put it back together, and by the time I'm whole again, I'll be over you. Gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. I see her looking at me when all is said and done. I can look into her sapphires tonight. She is the one. We've done our share of crying, we've done our share of holding out. Tonight we're moving on. Tonight we're moving on. Gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. Whoa, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. All right, thanks again. That was The Strong Man Can. I'll do one more song on this guitar, and I'll look through some of the answers you guys have put on. Twigs has put in a lot here. Let's see what he's got. He's got Phil Collins, always good. Always a good option to listen to, one of the most recognizable voices of modern music. Tom Rush, also very good. I think I'll play a little song that Tom Rush did a little later on in the show, just for you, Twigs. Joe said he's been listening to a lot of little Elvis Costello. It's another good option, certainly. And Twigs said Barry White. I didn't know men listened to Barry White. And he also said most of my folk song artists I got to work with in the past. It's always good. I know you've worked with quite a few people. I know you said you worked with Tom. I think you said you worked with Ellis as well. But I'll do this one last original tune. Sorry for that beeping you might have heard. I got my car keys in here, and the battery for my remote start thing on my car is about to go dead. So if you hear that again, you know, that's what it means. The keys are over there. All right. Anyway. Patterson on the bread box line. He lost his home on his own dime. She rules the bright light serenade with a child at her promenade. A theater man in the tightest jeans, her husband sick in bed asleep. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Innocence with charcoal skin, his brother shot by a blue man's tin. A mother trapped in a textile mill, risks her hand for her mouths to fill. Concrete towers proud and tall, how many iron workers fall. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. To be a solemn land, planted firmly in the sand. But shops recall our conscience here. We wake up to see just what they did. They ripped apart the prophet's tongue, and the murderer is free to run. Thunder hits the slope in stride, climbing up to the money's high. The working man is a beggar's kiss. God knows we are better than this. So from the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. 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 All right, thanks again. That was Build This City. That's a song that I wrote for my next record that I'm currently recording. I'm hoping to have that out by mid-October. We'll see how the process goes. I'm just getting finished up with the stuff that I do, the stuff that I have to do here in terms of recording the album before I bring it out to some session musicians who are going to be helping me out. I saw that Twigs had another answer here. What did he have to say? I've been listening to Don Sparks and Don Boris. I'm not familiar with them. But if you like them Twigs, I'll assume they're worth looking up. So I'll see to do that after the show. Let's do Fixin' for a Broken Heart. All right. Oops. Forgot to plug in. Fixing for a broken heart. Broken promises will crumble into dust. I can see that he lights your spark, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Walking down the street, bent in his sway, sweet nothings in your ear, and you'll follow everywhere he'll lead. Listening to him, try to convey. He says everything you want, but does he give you everything you need? You're fixing for a broken heart. Broken promises will crumble into dust. I can see that he lights your spark, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Sailing towards a perfect storm, the kind of wind that will blow your dreams away. Empty words sound nice for a start, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Money, comfort, glory, acclaim, but there's more to life than being just another rich man's bride. Pawn on the board of his power game, just a passenger on a twisted roller coaster ride. You're fixing for a broken heart. Broken promises will crumble into dust. I can see that he lights your spark, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Sailing towards a perfect storm, the kind of wind that will blow your dreams away. Empty words sound nice for a start, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Do you know what you get between these old forgotten lines? Are you sure it's the truth? 'Cause the truth hurts sometimes. For a broken heart, broken promises will crumble into dust. I can see that he lights your spark, but you're fixing for a broken heart. You're sailing for a perfect storm, the kind of wind that will blow your dreams away. Empty words sound nice for a start, but you're fixing for a broken heart. Yeah, you're fixing for a broken heart. Come on, let me fix your broken heart. All right, So that was "Fixin' for a Broken Heart." That was released as a single right after the "Breathe" album was released. It's still become a favorite of mine to listen to play at shows. Here's another new song. Here's another new song of mine. I'll be on the next set of the next album here. This is called "Our Satisfaction." Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light, to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la. All right, thanks again. That was Our Satisfaction. I'm going to do another song off of my first album, and then I'm going to share with you guys my answer to our question of what kind of music are you listening to. And it connects with some of the songs that I'll be playing next. But first, this is It Was Never You. Did you ever really move on when she said goodbye? I can see you sitting home alone, the tears still flooding your eyes. 18 months, that's all it was, that you held her in your arms. Time was short, the love was young, but then she tore it all apart. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more. Can't believe it's true. It was never you. 18 years they say is young to know exactly where you belong. She made her choices out of fear from what her daddy said was wrong. But she could never settle for what someone else thinks is right. She has to find out on her own. It took too long to realize. And I know it's hard to face the truth. It was never you that she was longing for, she could never do. There's something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. Oh, you're a good man, faithful, every morning like the sun. So why would she let everything just come undone? She grew up, but she said you could never be the one. You can't believe it's true. Oh, it was never you she was longing for, she could never do. She needed something more, you can't believe it's true. But it was never you. It was never you. Oh, it was never you. Never you. All right, thanks again. That was It Was Never You. That song's off of my first album. And I'm going to give you my answer one more time. The question was, what kind of music are you listening to? Well, what kind of music am I listening to? Well, normally when I listen to music, I usually have it like on shuffle when I'm driving, somewhere, driving to work or driving wherever to a show or something. I always like to have, a lot of variety in it. But lately, there are two artists that I've been listening to on the regular and trying to keep it on. I'm not going to mention one of them because that actually connects to Friday's stream, which is going to be what kind of movies or TV shows have you been watching. So I'm not going to answer that one, but the second one is the one I want to talk about. What's this here? That still pulls out Gin Blossoms and Rush. Good choices, certainly. Yep, Gin Blossoms are a great band, and I know that Rush is great as well. Though I'm not as big a Rush fan as I am a Gin Blossom fan. But anyway, we've seen Gin Blossoms in concert too down in Pennsylvania. Anyway, but the artist that I want to talk about is somebody that you know from the 70s, and that's Jackson Browne. I've been listening to quite a bit of Jackson Browne. He has a new album coming out, I believe, on Friday. It's not. Let me just look at my my Apple Music here. Sorry again for the beeping. Yeah, the album's not out yet. There are 3 songs, including the title track, that are available to listen to on Apple Music. The album is called Downhill from Everywhere. And from what I've heard of it, it's really good. The second track on the record is available for release, and it's a song called My Cleveland Heart. And I listened to that, and I was immediately flashed back to like 70s Jackson Browne, like the old stuff that you would find on like his first 3 albums and a little bit further beyond that. That's what it reminded me of. And so I am a little bit surprised about that, because I know he does a lot of political created stuff. Jackson Browne, that was the first concert he ever attended in utero. That is true. You have told me that one before. That is cool, though. But, and I think I have that T-shirt up in my, I don't know when World in Motion came out, but I have a T-shirt for that tour that I think you guys had bought. But anyway, I know that a lot of Jackson's newer stuff takes on a more political side. He had touched on that a little bit in like the very early days. My dad is also a huge Jackson Browne fan. He particularly likes the first 3 albums, self-titled, For Every Man, and Late for the Sky. And I have to agree with him on that, although I would extend it out a little bit further than that. I do like Running on Empty, and I like The Pretender as well. I didn't even think Somebody's Baby was a bad song. I definitely know why it's his most popular, most highest charting song ever. It is catchy. But yeah, that's what I've been gearing up for this album release that's supposed to be coming out on Friday, and I've been listening to like a very best collection of Jackson Browne's, where they span his entire catalog, I think up to like 2015, if I remember correctly. I know he's released a couple albums since then, including this one that he's about to release. But I do like a lot of the stuff that's on that. All the way from the early stuff to some of the newer stuff as well. I just listened to Lives in the Balance today, the song Lives in the Balance, and I really like that one. It's more of a politically minded one, but still a great one as nonetheless. And so the song I'm going to play is actually better recognized as an Eagles song, but it was written by Glenn Frey and Jackson Browne, and can be found as the opening track on Jackson's album For Every Man, his second album. It says here, "Tender Tonight" was a great song. I don't think I really listened closely to that one, but I certainly will. I think that song is on that best of collection. I probably just haven't gotten to it yet. I'll look for it, though. Maybe it's on the... Sounds like a song that would be on Late for the Sky, I think. But anyway, moving right along. So, again, better known as an Eagles song, but was written with Take It Easy, with the Eagles. The song is called Take It Easy. I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna hold me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 said she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, in such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, and a flatbed Ford slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy. I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. I'm looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby. Say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. You know we got it easy. We ought to take it easy. All right, that was Take It Easy. You know, I always used to, I always have, leaned more towards the Jackson Browne version of that song, just because it's the first one of those that I heard, I think that's why, but that was kind of a cross between the two versions that I like to do when I'm playing out. That is a song that Ronnie and I do at our cover shows. All right, back to some original stuff. It is 8 o'clock now. I think I'll do this one and then close it out with How You Say Goodbye. But in the meantime, here is Baltimore. The TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. The lucky ones sweat out the city jail. The others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood-red trail. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. J-Hill van skids through these poor man's streets. You just let them have their fun. Hands are tied, his body's loose against this floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. Head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. The names are stapled to our chests. We won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear your country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right, that was Baltimore off my second album, Breathe. Twigs asked if there's a background story on this song. As a matter of fact, there is. It's based on the true life events from the police killing of Freddie Gray in the city of Baltimore. It's not about how nice Baltimore is. I've never actually been to Baltimore. I've driven past it, but never actually really seen the city or anything, which is a shame because I'd like to see Camden Yards. It's a really nice ballpark there. But yeah, that's basically the condensed version of the backstory of that. It was the story of that killing and the movement that kind of rose out of that. But I actually do want to squeeze another song in because I did promise Twigs. Twigs did mention that he was listening to some Tom Rush, who I know he knows. And I actually do want to play a song that Tom Rush does. Let me just pull up the lyrics to it here. This is a song I haven't played in years. Let me pull you up. Where are you? There you are. Oops, sorry about that. This is a song about a young man going out on his own for the first time. This is called Child Song. Goodbye, Mama. Goodbye to you too, Pa. Little sister, you'll have to wait a while to come along. Goodbye to this house and all its memories. We just got too old to say you were wrong. I got to make one last trip to my bedroom. I guess I'll have to leave some stuff behind. It's funny how the same old crooked pictures just don't seem the same to me tonight. There ain't no use in shedding lonely tears, Mama. Ain't no use in shouting at me, Pa. I can't live no longer with your fears, Mama. I love you, but that hasn't helped at all. Each of us must do the things that matter. All of us must see what they can see. It was long ago, you must remember, that you were once as young and scared as me. I don't know how hard it is yet, Mama, when you realize you're growing old. But I know how hard it is not to be younger. I know you've tried to keep me from the cold. Thanks for all you've done. It may sound hollow. Thank you for the good times that we've known. But I must find my own road now to follow. You will all be welcome at my home. I got my suitcase, I must go now. I don't mind about the things you said. I'm sorry, Mama, I don't know where I'm going. Remember, little sister, look ahead. Tomorrow I'll be in some other sunrise. Maybe I'll have someone at my side. Mama, give your love back to your husband. Father, you have taught me well. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mama. Goodbye to you too, Pa. That's a great song. That song is called Child Song. So I'm going to close up. I see we got a comment from Joe. I think like a mystery artist, and let me get my glasses out so I can read that. Got a mystery artist and tie in a TV theme later this week. Been playing the Partridge Family theme. Okay, but regardless, oops. Sorry, I just kind of glitched out for a second there. Thanks again very much for coming out. I'm glad you could be here with us tonight. And if you're new here, thanks for joining us for the first time. My name is Kyle Hencherek. I'm coming to you from Warwick, New York. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. If you did, please leave a like on the video and share it with your Facebook friends or people on Twitter. If you're interested, you can also join my mailing list at kylehencherek.com/mailing-list. If you're interested in giving financial support, you can go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/kylehencherek. We start at $1 a month. It's a monthly subscription service. You get a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff about things that I'm doing outside of the streaming world. If you want to leave just a one-time tip, you can go to my PayPal page, paypal.me/kylehencherek, and give whatever you like. If you're not able to give financially, don't worry about it. It's not a requirement for these shows. But it's always good to have you all here, and I hope you can join us for our next live stream where we'll be talking about the what kind of TV shows and or movies are you watching? That kind of stuff. We'll be talking about that kind of stuff on Friday. So I hope you can join me for that. This is kind of like a little taste-making session. People who I hope that those of you who are curious about discovering new artists are able to pick something up from one of these. I need to remember the two people that Twig said earlier. Here's that one here. I've been listening to Don Sparks and Dan Boris. Okay, I will remember that. That's going to be staying on Facebook, so I'll be able to remember that. And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. All right, so we're going to close out now with How You Say Goodbye. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll see you all next time. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium and shores. The temple is floating, the cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes and a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. Fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this older room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thanks again. It's always great to have you joining us, and I hope you can come back next time. One more time, the next live stream is on Friday, June 25th at same time, 7 p.m., right here on Facebook and YouTube. It's always great to have you all with us, and I hope I will see you again soon. All right, oh wait, sorry, I got lost in the live stream in the software here for a second. But again, thank you so much for coming out. Tune in again on Friday. We'll be talking about movies and TV shows that we're watching. Again, this is kind of a taste-making session that I hope that we can discover new things together. So thanks very much for tuning in, and I will see you again very soon. Peace and love, you guys. See you around.